This is Samson. So Robert, introduce me to this group here. Who am I? What do I do here?
This is Samson. He's the lead designer on this bridge replacement project. He's one of the most accomplished engineers in the entire office. So when there is a project that has a level of complexity, guess who they come to? Mr. To, the voice of the town. So put some respect to his name. He knows what he's doing.
Thank you. Okay, as you can see here, I'm a beginner impacting. Not the big mark. See how I'm starting like this here, and that's small one. That's what we do. We talk, but we do as well. The seed of the beginner. Okay, the sweat is the body. It's my country. So we're doing it to be able to help. Whatever we can do to help. It's not about the money. It's about what we can do to improve the lives of our brothers and sisters. This is the city of beginner. And they put it in the sidewalk. Yes, I'm going to tell you. They put it in the sidewalk. And I'm going to be the one to be in the sidewalk. If I all do it. So, thank you.
The floor by them, man. The floor by them, man. Yeah, that's it. Fano, yeah, that.
Good evening, folks. Samson to Liberal Public Radio. I want to thank all of you again tonight for tuning in again. Once again, we say thank you, thank you. We always appreciate you when you do this because we tend to bring you some wonderful, wonderful information here tonight. We express our view, which some of our view you don't agree with, which is okay with us. And that's what that's the beauty of this of the wonderful, wonderful show here. We come out here expressing ourselves. You don't agree with us, we agree that you don't agree because you agree we don't agree. Sam Saint. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful evening, folks. Again, I want to thank all of you, those of you that are tuning in tonight to turn to the Liberal Public Radio. We want to thank you very much. Thank you for all the effort. We ask you to please, whatever you do, share this show. Share it to as many people as possible. Share it to our brothers and sisters to come and watch us, and so that we all can have conversation together and about our country. What is good about our country? What is bad about our country? What is not so good, not so bad about our country? Your opinion is yours. You can express it. You're entitled to it. But come on, Library Public Radio, where you will be allowed to speak as much time we will give you and to express yourself freely. LPR is the place to be. Samson, folks, hold on. I'm talking plenty. I can't even say. I mean, I said it earlier. But then again, Tabata just started. What do you expect? What do you expect? What do you expect? Samson to. Okay. And there we can yell ourselves. Okay. Oh, I didn't say. Folks, I'm so excited tonight. I didn't welcome you to the show. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Welcome, folks. Let's have the show going. So wonderful thing to be here again tonight to have some conversation with you. We say thank you. One other thing we have to do here very shortly. It's just a wonderful, wonderful thing to have you here again tonight. We're excited to be here. Oh my goodness. Excited to be here. That we ask you to please share this show. Share it to our brothers and sisters. Share it to as many people as you can so that we all can have the conversation. I'm just waiting to share myself. I'm continue. I don't have anybody here that I share all by myself. So that's what we do. We share our show. Yeah, poor man that's nothing to. The CEO refused to employ somebody that will help him. Yeah, he over there, all over there enjoying himself. He didn't want nobody to help the liberal. So we will share ourselves. We said thank you for joining us. Thank you, thank you. Let's get a show going. Don't feel sorry for this man. He's the liberal. He evolved. Do I know that somebody to feel sorry for me? I beg you, man. I'm all excited tonight to be here. I want to thank you. I want to thank you. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing to be here again tonight. Let's do safety. Lord Jesus, we want to thank you again this evening. We ask that you continue to bless us. We ask that you continue to extend our life. We ask that you continue to provide excitement in our life. My Lord, thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you for the family. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the opportunity to do what we do for our family. We don't thank you. Thank you for keeping us alive to be here with our family. Thank you, my Lord. You are wonderful. We thank you. We thank you. My Lord, we come before you again tonight. We say the Lord Jesus as our Father, we come to you
to bless the Republic of Liberia and the people of the Republic of Liberia. Guide us. Whatever we do in our country, guide the process. We put it in your hand. In your hand, nothing goes wrong. You continue to guide us. You continue to straighten us up. Please don't give up on us. Continue to bless us, guide us. Oh, yes, my Lord. Thank you for everything. We ask that the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Baka, be blessed. We ask that you extend his life. We ask whatever door he knocks in the interest of the Liberian people. Yes, indeed, bless his hand. My Lord, whatever he touches, bless his hand in the interest of the Liberian people. We ask that the host country, the United States of America, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, let's go on. Let's go on. There's so many things happening in Liberia right now. The Yaka Koruba stuff is not going away. It's not going away. There are those who are arguing that the Supreme Court, but I can be wondering why you in Liberia, you say Supreme Court, you get power over the law. That Samson is supposed to interpret the law of the Republic of Liberia. Hmm? The other one supposed to interpret the law. Who's supposed to interpret the law? Why you think people there for? Because you don't agree with them. Their job is to interpret the law. Now you say, but Mr. To work on the law. What? That's my business? That I don't want making the law. The law is made by a group of people, group of Liberians. We ain't borrow foreigner, group of Liberians. They go and interpret the law. Hmm? After they made the law, the Supreme Court will say, "Oh, you don't do anything." That my own total way I explain it to you to know. If you don't get it out there on you, eh? They pass the law. They say anybody from Town that come to Monrovia, you must go through Secretariat in order to come to Monrovia. Then you say you come into Monrovia, you're going all the way to Sano through Basel and come to Monrovia. That's not the law. Then I say, but they charge me for violating the law. That the only way I can come to Monrovia is to go through Secretariat. They say, but wait a minute. You make the other road that comes from Grand Gide all the way to Sino, go to Basel through Monrovia, come to Monrovia. Then you say, I'm only pass to Basel. Breakable, I see you long time. You coming to Tabata again tonight. I own y'all. I see you one time, I hear your name, Breakable. I see you long time. You scared of me. You scared of me. That's why you run away for. Good evening, Breakable Saturday. Thank you guys for coming. But let me go on with my Tabata interpretation of the rule, the making of the law, and the interpretation of the law according to me, Samson told the Town way. So I now go through Sano County in Monrovia. Then the person you violated the law. What law? Oh, the law says you got to pass through Secretariat to go to Monrovia. So after Secretariat, however way that I go to Monrovia, that's not their business. I must go from Total through Secretariat. But I decided to go all the way on the other side. But here's the issue. I'm still in Republic of Liberia. I didn't travel with people asking for passport. I traveled through the land in my own country. Then I said, oh, what kind of law this here? Then I go to Supreme Court. Or I don't even Supreme Court. They say, hey, court your account. The people want violate my right under the Constitutional Association, on the Constitution of Free Travel. The people say, I don't got time because I don't go through Secretariat. I go through the way. You can't tell the people. They go say, come. I go say, what happened? I say, oh, the people pass a law. The law said from Total, before I go to Monrovia, I'm going to go through Secretariat anyhow. I say, I don't want to go to Secretariat. My ete over there, inside, I want to go there, eat small kobo. They said, no, I'm going to come to Secretariat where I can't eat anything. I'll be hungry the whole day. I think I need to drink water. The other interpretation part of that. That's small thing. But I gotta do it the total way. So the court said, what? Who passed that law? What kind of, they don't realize that when you violate the free passage, the free travel, the free association, what kind of law they pass? So there's the meeting they go after now. That my Kobo is supposed to eat from my enterprise that meeting now. They're not on our other one there. We're gonna so they really stopping you. So you will not eat Kobo to your enterprise sando. Who made a law? Your car. Then the court asked them, say, what was the reason that my own interpretation? Oh, I'm not a lawyer, but I play one on TV. So if you don't like it, you're on your own. So the court said, but who passed the law? Then they say, oh, we passed the law. What's your reason? Well, we want the Republic of Liberia to be able to generate funds. So when Samson told go through a secretary, Samson told will pay us taxes in secretary, thereby the Liberian government gonna collect the money. But when you go through Sano or other places, we ain't got gate over there. Oh, because you ain't able to put gate on that side, you want something told traveling freedom or travel freedom, pass and everything. Hello, my girl. That my own interpretation here, the liberal interpretation in the constitution here tonight. So those of you that can't stand it, you better bring Tylenol and you bring a lot of water to drink because I Tylenol water time tonight. Then of course say, oh, so you passed the law. You say something to because you want to collect taxes from something to. Therefore, he must, according to your law, must pass through Secretary to go to Monrovia. You thereby violating his right of travel, his right as a Liberian citizen of association, his right as a Liberian citizen to Ikobo, any part of the Liberian soil. Then you say he must only pass the Secretary where you are not even Ikobo. What kind of law is that? According to our interpretation, you have violated Constitution Article number 955, 60 something, whatever. See what I just did? The Supreme Court is speaking from the bench of Samson Toll. So let's go back. You understand the interpretation of my law? Where I'm going with it? Okay, let's go back to Yaka Koloba now. So Yaka Koloba statement. How much regular it was. I mean, ridiculous. And to make it worse, we have there's some young man. I hope you'll be coming on here tonight. He argue, but when we argument, a clean argument, good argument. The only thing I love about argument got too much theory in it. You know, see not arguing the real. He say from Lower Condo. Yo, yeah, tonight. I hope you will come. I hope you will come. Yo, yeah. He say from Lower Condo, but he arguing through series. That's so American English. That what kind of argument that? The man he even know what he said. As he tested Tawagi before, Gideon, please give me water, please. As he tested Tawagi before, he come here. You come. I hope he come tonight. Come to come, but argument pure, correct. His argument was Yaka Koloba swore on oath to protect and defend the Republic of Liberia. Hmm? And according to him, therefore, when any country is having issue with Liberia, what are they fighting over goat? What are they fighting over cow? What are they fighting over Kobo? Yeka Koloba should be on the side of Liberia. All right, Timothy, how you doing, son? Should be on the side of Liberia, no matter what. But for him to come and declare, you not see the other video that going around? I don't know how true it is, but selling foreign minister, they said they stole land from Guinea. Oh my goodness. Africa was on the I don't know. But the good thing about those of you that are still young that are gonna be here for another 100 years or so in Jesus' name, when we stay 100 years, those of you that are gonna be 100 years or so, you will truly enjoy this continent because it's improving. So let's move on. So Yaka Koluba comes out and made this, thank you, son, and made this ridiculous statement that the land, I'm paraphrasing now, but I must have been taken away from Guinea, whatever, however it is. And the people say, no, Yaka Koluba, even if you're right, stay on the sideline and let those who are clear to defend and argue our point do so. If you have any inside information, because he's from that area, talk to those who are responsible to argue on our behalf. Don't politicize this. And because he did, they were going after him. But here's the issue here. In the Constitution also, those Yaka Kolba sworn oath to defend and protect the lives and property of the Republic of Liberia at all costs, at all costs, at all costs. However, the also Constitution also say those that are there to make law in their position as lawmaker and they make statement, how regular it might be, they cannot and must not be charged and be liable for those statements that was made in their capacity as lawmaker. So interestingly, the Supreme Court now, the same Supreme Court, you interpret from two towns, now on a different Supreme Court now. The other Supreme Court part, the high class Supreme Court. Hmm? Hey, my girl, don't force me to talk something. I don't want to talk, man. I beg you. I beg you. I'm here for Kumbaya tonight. You want to talk when Mr. Soda come, you're going to bring out your topic. I will just touch it a little bit because you brought it up. But I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Let me enjoy myself small. Let me make myself happy small, my girl. I will come to the side part. The side part will be the end. So when I say the side part, I go lay down straight. You think I'm stupid? I got 2 hours on the show. Then I'm gonna bring the side story ahead. Then I'll be sad all night. I will enjoy myself for my girl. I beg you, keep yourself. Eric, keep your thing to yourself. I beg you. Let me enjoy myself. So let's enjoy ourselves. Go through Yakat first. So Yakat Koluba now. He said, oh, the people say, we're gonna expel you. He said, oh, court. Other people say, Yakat, don't make noise. Go and apologize to the people because your statement is out of place and it's not worthy to fight over. You can say, yeah, but I'm entitled to that. I have freedom of speech that's supposed to back me. I also, as a member representative, I have the freedom to speak the way I want to speak. People say, oh yeah, but you've been causing president here from time to time. He said, oh, so that causing business you're bringing me here, huh? Oh, I ain't even talking to you again. Said, oh, they will go to court. You want to hire a lawyer. According to the Constitution, if you're going to expel anybody in the House of Representatives, you have to give him due process. And here is the thing that catch in their hand now. From my own, I say I'm a lawyer, but I play one TV. Clarence David, Rescue 2, good evening, thank you. So I'm a lawyer, but I play one TV. So here the thing that catch in their hand now. You're supposed to if you're going to expel them, due process. In the due, according to me, due process. You know what I mean? Due process. You got to get that person all your evidence that you collected against him. Say, yeah, the evidence I got against him. You got to tell the person all your witnesses that are going to testify against him. Yeah, all the witnesses. You got to tell the person what you're charging that person, why he's going to be expelled. You got to get all that. Then you tell the person, go and bring all of your lawyer and they will defend you. Due process. Oh, Liberia, man. They country democracy. That country is sweet with democracy. The people that died, they ain't that for nothing. The one man, one vote, they give around 2 week party here. But that the 2 week party now, the people want to bring back. And we say no, we'll fight them. But let me that one a different issue. But I want to be myself. I'm happy right now. I'm on a happy journey right now. Hey, I feel bad for Mr. So and Winter Cutter there tonight. Did I yet? So I will enjoy myself. when they come, they start talking. Tabata, I'll close their upstairs. I'm the board chair. I'm running the show. But let me go on. Let me go on. That I'm trying to stretch my wing. Nobody here to clip my wing tonight. Dr. Mali is not here. You rock. You must say Dr. Mali going back to the library, going to look for a job. You might you going again. So, but anyway, let's leave all that one there. So the court, whatever. The court say y'all gotta get Yaka Koluba according to the rule. Whatever rule you're gonna expel him, but he must give him due process. So the court found out they were spying on them. Hmm? They were spying on the legislature. They were talking all kind of tabata. The person say, yeah. What kind of the Supreme Court now? Say, they were drinking their palm wine. They were drinking their palm wine one afternoon. And the people say, they rule, you better be careful. The other man say, you won't lead them yet. They said, no, it will lead them to go any further than that, and it will be our hell. They said, okay. Then they knock palm wine glass. Say, man. They drink palm wine. It's okay. The Supreme Court now, all of them they were there. All 15, how many are there again? 20 Supreme Court members. I'm making it up. I said Supreme Court 20, then you say they're not 20, that's your business. So they all put together now. They say, okay, what we need to do? They say, you, right, the people. We don't want time come tomorrow. And we say we want it because if they violate anything that we want to interpret the rule, then we don't want them to know that the rule we're going to interpret is without favoring anybody. They wrote them. As soon as they wrote them, before the Supreme Court too, they can leak. They can leak like safe. Forget safe. And you know the net, the one the women then can go fishing with. The only thing they can catch is the fish. All the water outside. It's done on purpose. But how you keep the water and the fish in the net? You able to bring it up. So you make a leak. You put a hole in there about this big. I can fix net. I can use women net to go fishing. Oh, where you there? Who you there? I come from Montreal. No, I'm from Totown. The village of Totown. That's where I come from. One play way. So I know all those things. You think that's small thing? I know how to set trap. The trap you can line up from here almost 2-3 miles. I know all that one there. I don't know if I can still do it, but I still remember it. The only thing now, if I put the stick down to bend that stick, if I take time, it will take my teeth off. That's the problem I got. But I can still do it. I don't know. Before, when my track then catch snake, I can be. But now I think I'll be more afraid now. But that's not the issue. Let me forget that one. So the Supreme Court now, they come up. They say send people a letter because people looking at they are for something because they have had experience with the same group. They know them. They know they are not the lawmaker. They are the law violators. I say so. They put the left hand, you say, speaker. I said so. They know them. So the Supreme Court said, no. These people, we know who they are. They think that not start again, they continue to create constitutional crisis in this country. We have to engage them right away. So what the best is, say, write them. Tell them to put heart to everything and let them come and visit us tomorrow. And let's tell them their rule they have. They can do whatever they want to do with their member. That's their business. That's not an issue for us. They can expel their member 15, 20 of them. That's their business. 1 day, 2 hours. That's their business. But the rule that they're going to use to expel a members must follow. It must be in line with the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. Oh, Samson told man, you're a political guru. Not only that, you're a lawyer. You play one on TV. You're not a real lawyer, but you play one on TV. That means you're a lawyer, LPR lawyer. You'll say, I'm not LPR lawyer. You'll bring the law book. Now, let me take the test. If I'm past the LPR bar. Samson told. So, anyway, we're going tonight, folks. We're going there. We got in there. Folks, I sent a link to the analysts already, but apparently they want to stay away from my tabata tonight, so that's fine. Let them stay on their own. But who of course, Vida Smith, don't bring that into me. Don't bring it to me. Who of course, I'll cause anybody. I'll cause anybody. I say they are lawbreaker that of course. I beg you. Good evening, thank you, welcome, Mr. Smith. But I can't bring power here tonight. I beg you. So, that's my own way of interpreting the rule here. So, the Supreme Court said, no, we know the people. So, let's send letter out to them. Let them stop right now and come visit us. So, the other Supreme Court members said, but my people, these people were going to send for them to come visit us. What conversation we had? The smart people among them. Now, all of them smart in that Supreme Court. Not all of them smart in that Supreme Court. So when I go to Montreal, they want to lock me up. Let them lock me up. It doesn't mean that my town, that total town, that Montreal, I grew up in Montreal, in the street of Montreal. You put me in jail, Prophet King in jail, you stay there. You put me in jail, that's fine. But anyway, that's my point. That's the point. So the Supreme Court, member of the Supreme Court now, they say, what we're going to talk to the people for? They say, well, let's just call them. Because we know these people. If we say anything to them, give me a minute, folks. If we say anything to these people, and then they go and violate their rule, they go through, expel somebody based on their faulty rule, and violate somebody else's constitution, and we come back, we say we want to talk to you because you violate. They were accused of trying to interfere in their legislature affair, which we don't want to do. So they wrote them. They say, whatever you want to call me, Rescue 3, that's fine, whatever. So they say, the Supreme Court letter now, dear lawmaker from Total Town or lawmaker from whatever town you come from, listen to us. That the letter I'm reading you. Listen to us. We, the privileged, the privileged lawyers, the privileged lawyer among you, we're reading to you, we're writing to you to tell you that your thing you're doing, we ain't say it wrong. That's not what we said. That your thing you're doing, we ain't say it correct. That's not what we say. We're not here to pass whether it's correct or not correct. That's not the time yet. But we're asking you to stop everything. And you'll come. You know, on a very serious note, let me take this a little bit serious. Just this one little piece, I want to take it serious. If these people were sincere, they would have replied and said, why are you inviting us when we are in the process of trying to discipline one of our members, and be sincere and put that in there and see what the reply will be. I'll go back to my interpretation. So the Supreme Court said, you're going to stop right now. You know what they did? They take the women lapper and cover their face and put in fact they put the devil mask. The one when the devil wear when ready to eye by. You don't see anybody because he got mask on, you can only see straight. They order them put it on. The Supreme Court letter get there. They say, oh, we see the letter. They don't even talk about you. They went on and did their voting, everything. After the Supreme Court finished telling them to stop it. So here's the thing now that they're gonna face. But the Supreme Court in their pocket, Liberia, we will stay long inside. These people pass the budget for the Supreme Court, we will stay long inside. These people pass pay raises for the Supreme Court members and their staff, we will stay long inside. You think what staff would want to go hungry for the Yaka Koluba business? That Yaka Koluba business, when they say we're going to increase your pay, you will say no. That Yaka Koluba business, the Supreme Court member will say, oh, you're going to hold our money. We will stay long. We will be inside for a long time. But that's besides the point. I'm saying these things if they are serious now. Not that they are not serious, but if they want to interpret, not that they don't want to interpret, but let's see what we're going to go with this one here tonight. So, the Supreme Court now, the people finish violating their rule as far as I'm concerned. So they say, oh, we know, Supreme Court, oh, we see the letter. Oh. But yes, still there's a record to show that these people click sign for that. So now, to get Supreme Court more legs now, there are other people now claiming you put my knee down, I sign, you put my knee down, how you sign it? You're giving more legs to the Supreme Court. Mr. So was saying the other day, you can call about blood. Now that's small blood for you to drink. That bitter blood. You can't get you out of there like that. But on the other hand, I would say, and let me take this thing back. So you got my interpretation right. Okay, let's go on now. As Samson to LPR analyst and LPR the host, one of the best and the political guru here on this platform. Anybody who don't believe that I'm the political guru, come and test yourself, and I will show you how good I am in terms of politics and in terms of all things Liberia politics. I'm the best. I say so. So let's go ahead. So the Supreme Court now, what are they going to do? What exactly are they going to do? I think the case is done. I think the case is done. Yaka Kolba, here's the thing here. I was joking earlier, but it's a very serious business. That if you pass budget for Supreme Court and in other places, our friend, Honorable Kofi Wood here denied, said he's not involved in the rumor that they wanted to arrest Yaka Kolba. That means it went way up for him to even come out to deny those kinds of stuff. What is happening in our country? Those days when people were struggling all over in Liberia to come to America, those days, people will eat your goat. True story. They will eat cow from you. True story. They will eat your money. True story. And if you're lucky to get scholarship, true story, they will change your name and put their girlfriend name on them for them to come for the United States for scholarship. In Liberia, nothing have changed. Nothing have changed. And so sometimes when my brothers and sisters blame the progressive of bringing all the anarchy in Liberia, bringing all of the problem in Liberia, sometimes I argue that that's not correct. But then when you see that we, the foot soldier, people are running all over the place, when the people are preaching how bad, how wicked the two-way party system and their government was to us, how bad they were to us, the natives, and you pick up the William Yanu book and you read some of the things some of the people, President Joseph Jenkins Roberts, recognize this thing, what is happening now, 2026. Joseph Jenkins Roberts recognized that way back in 18 something, 47. And say, if we don't put this together, this is what the end result is going to be. And we're suffering the end result right now. As I go through Yanum book and reading some of the things, the questions that I have, in fact, the book is called Mitigating the Legacies of Mismanaged Vision, the Case of Liberia. So the point that I keep asking myself, question that I keep asking myself is, why was the United States government or the people of the U.S. that allowed the American Colonization Society to take people there to try to find free land so they can establish their own state? Why were they not involved in managing the affair of the state, the new state? They were not doing that. They were not doing that. They were on for something else. So the people were not helpful. Thank you. They were not helpful. Two party came to power and they decided that we're not going to look at anybody else except ourselves. And there were some members of the two party hierarchy, the elite, was saying that's a wrong thing to do back in the 1800s, even 1900. If we don't bring these people on board with us, they are in majority. You can't stop it. Bring them on board with us. Let all of us be able to operate the government. That means say, buy Nyanu book and you'll see in there. Buy Nyanu book. I'm serious. It's called Mitigating the Legacy of a Mismanaged Vision. The Case of Liberia. William G. Nyanu. Research it and you'll find out. Okay? So, bring these people on board with us. We all struggle together to build this nation. And as we struggle to build a nation, everyone will have the value system imported into the building system of this nation. And if we do that, if we bring these people on with their culture and not trying to say get rid of your culture and put on the Christian culture, because there was those in the two parties said, wonder what will bring them. They must renounce their indigenous position, their culture and everything, and take our culture and take our names. That's the only way they will be part of it. And some people did that. Some indigenous Liberians went and did that with no issue. But here's what we're paying for today. Then you will say, but it has to, everyone that are in government are all indigenous. Yes, but the system that they are operating on is still based on the two-way party system. Don't fool ourselves. We can't fool ourselves. Because the way we were treated, now we have the opportunity. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You think we're Africans still? They were here in the United States, suffering under this system as a slave. When they freed them, have you had the worst time of your life? For years, were treated like, forget second class. And they have the opportunity to go back. You would think, having had the experience, say, oh, we're here now, we bring our own people on. We will not do what the people, they want to pick up exactly what they used to do to them in Georgia. They started treating us there. We, the native, came in. We pick up from exactly what the two-way party people started. As soon as we get money, we're better than the rest of the people. We rather associate ourselves with foreigners than it is with our own. We rather give contracts to foreigners than it is to build wealth in Liberia. If what I'm saying, if it's not true, you'll say so. If I'm making things up now, at this point, I'm not laughing anymore. I'm very serious. If we, the natives that are running this country, if we don't enrich ourselves before we think about the school services, tell me if I'm lying. If we, the natives in this country, running this country, if we don't think about ourselves first, or are we putting the school, are we putting the system, the institution, to build institution, are we putting that in above us? I don't think so. We rather, as a native, tear down institutions than to build them up. But I give us something though, some credit now. After the war, people didn't believe that we were going to come this far. After the war, go to Monrovia now. Things have changed. Go to Monrovia street. Go to Monrovia system. You might not, if you come from the diaspora, you get in Monrovia, you think the system is chaotic. But for them, it's a system. And they operate in that system real well. You want to say I'm lying? Go and see the way the people drive. The keke, motorcycle, and the car, they all more touching. They will not touch each other most of the time. They will go past each other. That's the system they have. But for me, for anybody, If you go drive, you get angry. Because when car come, you don't have that kind of thing yet. No car come close to you 4 or 5 inches. No, they don't do that here. They don't even let you when you have a right of way. When they light, no light, but when they say go, they don't even want you to. But it's a system they have. My point here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is that the Republic of Liberia, what we all must stand up, whether we support this government or not. And I do support this president. I support whatever it is that he's doing legally. Whatever it is that he's doing that is in the interest of the Liberian people, especially his agenda. It's a rest agenda. If that agenda is carried out effectively, for me, I believe it will build wealth, it will build middle class, it will give us the opportunity as Liberians to stand on our own. In less than 20 years, we will be able to tell the World Bank and the African Development Bank and everybody else and say, thank you. We can make it on our own. We will not take shady investor people who have no interest in building us up, except to come and fill the pocket of the croonings among us and fill the pocket of those who have no interest in making sure Liberia developed. Fill their pocket. And they sign the Wawati concession or whatever they call them. And when they sign it, they make sure they fill their pocket real good. Then they sign it for so many years. Tie us to a deal that young generation of the Republic of Liberia will have no choice but to live with a rotten deal. And the investor themselves, because they can't do that kind of thing in their own country. So when they come to Liberia, they make the rules. I'll give you an example. They bypass right now. Chinese, I got the paper here. Chinese state that in that paper. We will build it the way we know how to build. The Liberian government have nothing to say unless we invite you into the conversation. You building in my country, and you telling me because we're so poor, we're begging you, and we don't have nothing to say in it. We only come to you and talk to you only when you invite us. Because why? We're so poor. To be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, we're not poor. We are mismanaged. We're not poor. We're not poor. Go and sit down. I wish Liberia has a system where all the golds and diamond comes out. Liberians themselves see. It doesn't matter who owns it. I'm not saying where they come, who taking it, but whatever diamond come out of our soil, whatever timber come out of our soil, whatever gold come out of our soil, whatever iron ore comes out of our soil, that you can see it in the glass and quantify it, you'll be surprised. Why you think metal steel then? Why you think they're there to suffer? They have investors. If the people are not making money, you think they will allow metal steel to stay in Liberia? They're your friend. Metal steel are crown people. To say they are Dodi to Nima people, they're going to stay there. Metal steel from Lufa County? No. They have investor. And as long as the investor are being certified, long as the investor are being certified, metal steel is still there. So how do metal steel certify their investor? By telling Liberian, yeah, a small chin here, they take the big chin and share it with their investor. The investor invests money for good dividend. If you get good dividend, you take money out. That's just the nature of capitalism. There's no two ways through it. Okay? So these are things we're talking about. You have the other iron ore group over there. They're trucking the iron ore through the street of Monrovia. The street that was built. I'm an engineer, roadway engineer. I know something about structure section of a roadway. I know how it's made up. I know how it's built up. I know why they make it thick. I know why they make it thick. I know all of those things. But to take each one of those trucks I don't know how many wheelers you want to call them, but to truck in the through the state of why you think people them all mess up? These are things like Liberian. Only few out of 5 point something million, maybe 500 making decisions that affect us negatively. But we'll be happy to put all of them back in 2029. We'll put them back. And one of the things that I like about us, if you people mistreat us, we put them back. And once they get in legally, they are there legally. You can't take that out. There's no mechanism to say we're going to remove this person. It hasn't been done yet, except for Yeka Kolba being expelled. But you expect these people to expel themselves? If a good person, this is the weakness of Liberians politics and what have you with respect to Liberian. When a good person comes in, I'll give you this person here, Wulan Yanu. When a good person comes in, say I want to be a senator, and people like Samson who know this man here say, this man will help you to improve your life. Their argument. He has not given us chicken soup. He has not given us sardine. He has not given us a cup of rice. Why would we want him to be our senator? The good person who wants to be in leadership position so that some of these things that I'm talking about will be effected by them. Take those into consideration as they go and pass law that will benefit us and not them. They said they don't want you. They don't want you because you haven't bought any kinds of a cup of rice for them. You can get a sardine. You can get a here comes another. Here comes another lofa country Siri man. He come here again. Okay, they said we don't want you. Because you can buy when was the last time you not buy me cup of rice? Why am I put you in power? The man who telling you, I got money, I can buy fish for you. I got money, I can put fish in on your table. Not tonight. I'm running the show. Not tonight. Yeah. No, I want to mute you, but let me finish my. You can't come and disturb me. Let me finish myself. Let me finish. It doesn't matter. I'll tell you to be late. You be late. You're on your own. Just stay there. I don't care. Don't disturb me. Don't disturb my show. I beg you. I don't want to fight with you tonight. So I don't care what you say. Okay, all right, Mr. So I'm going to put you in the back. I'm going to put you in the garage. Let me make my point. So the point here is this. They tell you, say, no, we want you. You good. But you buy a couple of rice lately. And therefore, we don't want to put you in power. Then they put the same people who gave them bridge to nowhere. They put the same people who would take their social development fund and use it for something else. And when you ask them, they say, we know what happened. They take the same people who would take their machine, their oil machine of the country and go borrow it somewhere else. You think that football game we play here? Anyway, he's here again tonight to disturb my show. And I'm sorry, I'm on the road, but they will hear every time he comes in to disturb my show. We're gonna have to give him some little latitude.
You have no choice.
Victor Smith, let me block them. Victor Smith, watch. Now you see, now you're done. Victor Smith, you're gone. I put you in the bike. I'm running the show, Victor Smith. What do you mean by the mayor has arrived, Mr. Two? What kind of business is that? Where may have arrived? I beg you. I'm running the show.
Okay, I'm in charge now. Terry, welcome to the show. He's not coming back. The old mayor is a mess. He's not coming back here.
I beg you, get back to your position.
Oh, you come to yourself.
Anyway, what I'm going to do Saturday, I will have a special show where we'll talk about Mr. Nyanum book and all the other documents that I have here. I have a lot of documents. Yeah. Kind of the Siri Loma man. He say he's from Lofa County, but when he talk right now, he call you, he tell you, and things say he from the island, one of the American island. Good evening, Mr. So. Good evening, Terry. Let me welcome all of you again. We say thank you very much for joining us. But folks, on a very serious note, but on a very serious note, what is happening in our country is very sad.
Which country?
Liberia is very
Tell
sad.
us what happening.
Don't worry about it. It's very sad. So we will speak. We will be truthful. We will be truthful. Because at this stage, there's no reason.
This is what happening.
And good governance. There's always a place where the law has check or stop. My take is for the respect for the rule of law. Look, Article 38 of the Constitution says each house shall adopt its own rules of procedure, enforce order, and with the concurrence of 2/3 of the entire membership, may expel a member for cause. Each house shall establish its own committees and subcommittees, provided, however, here is where I want to emphasize. All rules adopted by the legislature
Yeah.
shall conform to the requirements of
Of
due
the
process
Constitution.
laid down in this Constitution.
That's
That
it.
all rules adopted by the legislature shall conform to the requirements of due process laid down in this Constitution. And say due process laid down in each house rule. Each house don't have their own due process.
All right. Thank you.
What would
Thank
determine
you.
that? But in my mundane view, no. Due
Thank
process.
you. Thank you, Mr. So let me go on. Thank you for bringing that up. We appreciate it.
We got
And
one more to go after that, if you don't mind.
well, I mind. I don't want you to can't start putting all kinds of money on here tonight. I mind.
Oh, you
When
mind?
you come tomorrow, you can do it where you want to do. But let me welcome you and Terry and thank you for that. And that's a sing song that I've been singing here. We cannot and we must not allow a certain group of Liberians to always put us in a position, in a situation that we can't handle. It's not good. It's not good for our spirit, and it's not good for us. What these people are supposed to helping Liberian to build middle class, but they build middle class outside of the country, and they don't even have a zero class. They don't even have forget middle. They don't have beginning class. They don't have beginning class. They have negative class. They have negative. If you go on number line, they have negative class. How do you expect your country to move forward if you don't have a middle class and you're not ready to build wealth in the country? For Liberian businesses to go and borrow money, the money they don't have, the bank want them to put down 25%. The money they don't have, they're coming to you to borrow. But when a foreigner go over there, they gave the foreigner loan without setting requirement. How do we live?
So on whose watch these things are taking
They've
place?
been
Maybe?
going on for since 19 weeks, Mr.
I'm
So
talking
don't
about
come.
now.
Yeah, well, now we don't know who I know who watched that. I'm coming to contact my old man around anything yet tonight. I don't know what we're here for. But let me go to Terry. Say you came late, Mr. So Terry, good evening.
Oh,
What's on your plate, sir? Mr. So you came late. What's on your plate, sir, Terry?
Well, good evening to the political guru himself
Thank you. Thank you.
and the examiner also,
Where's I mean, he's I mean nothing.
and to our audience out there in Radio Land. Well, there are several things on our plate, including the president's statement
that's
today,
right.
and all of that. I think that was
Yeah,
something.
that was going to be my next subject matter. We were going to discuss it, but as I told Eric McGill earlier, that's a sad story for me, and I don't want to start my night with sad thing. So I want to talk positive
No,
thing.
no. You can't do that.
Mr. So, I'm running my show where I come up with what subject matter I want. Now I'm ready to talk about it because after that I went to bed. I got nothing to worry much about it. So now you can bring it on. I can't be on 2 hour put on sad thing They'll stay beside for 2 hours. I'm not ready. I'm not going to do that. Go
Yeah,
ahead, Terry.
but like so due process. I don't understand when people say due process, what they're really talking about. Because
Wow.
but Article 20, Article 20, I think this particular thing need to be revisited by the legislature and repealed or amended to some extent because the due process law is centered around court proceeding. Like what I was seeing here, it says Article 20 says number one, fair hearing before punishment, meaning no person can be deprived of life, liberty, security, or property unless it is done through a fair and lawful process. So, you know, presumption of innocence, right to be informed of charges, right to a speedy public trial, right to legal representation, right to confront witnesses, protection against self incrimination, protection from double jeopardy. So I think that is the due process rule. And it can be argued that Yeke was given the due process according to the legislative way of what the claim due
The
process is.
legislature,
But
I
yeah,
beg you,
yeah,
man. The legislature,
Mr. So,
they don't have their own due process. You can't have too
yeah,
many due processes. There's
yeah,
only
but
one
labor,
No,
due
yeah,
yeah,
process.
labor,
I
yeah,
believe
is the
so
due process
because
on the legislative rulings. The legislature have the due process.
No, they don't have their own due process.
No,
they
no, no,
do.
no. What I mean,
Uh-huh.
the same due process laid down here now.
Yeah,
This is the
I
format,
agree.
yeah. But
Okay.
the rules built around this format.
And
Look,
the rule have to conform to that due process that you just read to us.
But that's what I'm saying. The due process now, the rules conform to this
I
due
was going to tell
process.
you for more than
But
say
this
it
due
tonight.
process here is referring to court proceeding. This
Okay.
due process is not referring to a disciplinarian
Oh
action.
So is
no.
that a due
Do
process?
that. You can't do
Huh?
that. The due
Yeah.
process in the Constitution does not necessarily mean due process only in the courthouse. The due
I
process, once the legislatures want to apply their rule to expel somebody, once that process starts, you have to apply due process. You can't wait until you
yeah,
go
So
to
but that's what I'm saying.
the
Now, so what kind of due process are they supposed to apply?
due process according to the Constitution.
But that's what I just read. The
When you
Constitution due process, this is Article
read that,
20.
read that again. Where is it? Where is it? What is it? Read that again. Read
It
it line by
says
line. Let's discuss line
fair
by line.
fair hearing before
What is your
punishment.
fair hearing? What is your fair hearing?
No person
No,
can be
hold on now.
deprived. But
Let's
that's what I'm
go
reading
line by
now.
line.
that's
No,
why
let's go line by
I'm just
line.
going to be quiet. Fire
Let's go
in the
line by
room.
line. What is the fair
Fire in the
hearing, Terry?
room. Wrong,
According to
wrong,
you,
wrong. Let
what
them
is
see
your
what they
fair
have
hearing?
their own night here tonight.
The fair hearing is no person can be deprived of life, liberty, security, or property unless it is done through a fair and lawful process.
Okay,
Hmm?
agree. So what make you think now that the due process will apply to Yeka Koluba?
Thank you. According to the House rule,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
on a fair trial,
Mm-hmm.
you can you give the person a citation or you
Mm-hmm.
invite the person to the hearing,
Mm-hmm.
and the person must be represented by the lawyer,
Okay.
right? And the person come to the hearing, and you tell the person why they coming
Mm-hmm.
along with a lawyer. And when they come to the hearing, you give them the opportunity to defend themselves.
Okay.
That is due process, fair due process.
Okay. That's according to you.
Well,
What
according
about
to the
what?
Constitution,
No, but
and
wait.
according
According
to
to
the
No.
the Constitution did not spell out correct the way you just narrated
oh,
it.
now you agree that, that the Constitution,
So
but the
No,
Constitution they
the
say how
Constitution.
the due
Listen now.
Mhm.
This is why I've been arguing that if I were Yaka Koruba, I would just lay down. In 3 months, Yaka Koruba will be reinstated.
I
The
see where we're
Constitution,
going.
the Constitution is very vague. The Constitution is vague on purpose because there are men and women who are just qualified, according to Liberians, to interpret the law. So they now will look into what are as long you agree with us, agree with me that the law, the legislature should
I want him to
apply
agree with
due
you.
process.
Mhm.
And once that due process is you brought it up, the Colombian can go to court and tell the court. Since you say court now you come to court. The people didn't give me no due process, and the court will look at the process that was employed by the legislature, and they will say to the legislature, okay, they applied the due process. No, they did not apply the due process. So this is not, it's not over by all
But liberal, and that's what I'm telling you now, that this is where this is where Yeke Koruba will struggle, because he have to prove to the court, before the honorable court, that he was not given due process by law.
Fair.
And this is what I'm saying, he will struggle, because according to what we saw on television, he was given due process and he chose to waive it.
What was the due process?
The only place I think Yeke Koluba will succeed, if from what I'm been reading, right? If Mema Breach or whatsoever the other people then claim that they did not sign in person, that's the only thing that can help Yeke right now.
Forget about that signing business.
But
let's look at the process itself.
Yeah, the due process that I just read.
Okay, hold on. Let's hear from Mr. So. Mr. So, you want to participate, or you don't want to be a fly on the wall here tonight?
I feel bad for two of you.
Okay, no, don't feel bad. This is what makes this station.
Okay, no, hold on.
No, don't come and make a ridiculous statement and I feel bad.
Can I talk, please? These are some of the things you are talking about.
We are not seeking your sympathy. We are not seeking your friendship. We don't want no kumbaya tonight. We're here to have a conversation. So what say you? Don't come and try to engender sympathy.
This is what you get when so-called talk show hosts, because he wants to win political sympathy and declare somebody as lawyer on the platform, this is what you get. You said tell Johnny Cockroach on this network. So you see what you're doing here tonight. You have exposed yourself. Just a few days ago, you are the counselor.
Yeah,
But look, Charlie, you see, Dylan posted in the right form. These people, they are not whatever taking place in the house. It's a hearing. They are not the chief architect to exhaust due process. The due process of the law, the perfect group that interprets the due process of the law is the judiciary. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
You try and look in the face of the camera.
What? I don't have to look at the camera for me to agree with you.
Yeah, because you guys are the one that get us into this whole thing here. You came with the mindset to get things fixed.
Fix your mic, you're talking like somebody on water.
Yeah, I honor the sea. They're saying you came with a mic. I'm sure my new mic has not arrived. But look, on a serious note, this House of Representatives.
The girl who the baby Jews I used to steal the man, I'm working at 9 animals. So the man got in the Jews. I can't steal the animals. So let me just tell you, yeah, man, Jew finished. Why, Mr.
So they're gonna have a problem. Unless Joseph Boyka decide to do it his old Joseph Boyka way, then of course, then that is clear. Because all of these things from all indications is being, and I would say, you can whack your head, twist it any kind of way. He is the chief architect of all of this. I don't know what this old man, why is he off for? I don't know what you guys get us into. And then when you come here, you say because it's a bad thing, you don't want to talk bad things. So more or less, it's about your own personal self. One is okay with you, is okay with everybody. And you on purpose, deliberately avoid this sort of conversation. When your sole obligation here is to inform, to educate, and allow people to speak on these critical issues. But guess what? You come here, you become selective in your talking point. Who cares about your total and not having total thing? That's not what we are in. We have a national issue that we should be talking about here. Can you sit down here, fancy share, then you sit down here, you want can be talking all kinds of stuff. That's not what we're here for. Look, come on. I said we would take the microphone from some of you guys come 2029.
You say something, but not me. The microphone stay with me. The microphone is glued to my ear and my mouth.
We will disconnect it, then of course you'll not be here. But look, Terry, I think this process was hijacked. It was complete. It was orchestrated, and they didn't do it the right way. You see, Yeka, who do I agree with him on everything? No, but Yeka, he does. He gets sense. He's not stupid. So sometimes they do it Jaja way. Now he gonna hold them. Let's watch and see whether this Supreme Court is the Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia or it is the Supreme Court of Joseph Boyka. Then this is where we're going to really know the exact. The true meaning of this Supreme Court. How will you come and say you even respect law and order and the Supreme Court said because the reason the Supreme Court instituted a stay in is because they realize that the process is people's civil liberties, their fundamental rights were disrespected in the process. And it is the only branch of government that can call people to that say, hey, this is not how it should be done. But these people, they have their self-interpreted rules, and the thing is the Constitution that they are interpreting. They are not a branch of government to determine violated or violations of Constitution principles. They are not a one. Yes. Okay. So now we're gonna put a vote in play right now. Let's see.
It was me that before you do that, Amos, you got to show your long form birth certificate to participate in whatever.
What are you gonna do with nationality?
No. We can't have foreigner to vote to take power away from me. We can't have no foreigner to. The man are from local country. Listen to English. Does he know how to speak no-go English? No, he doesn't. So he's not from local.
Okay. Don't distract us, please. So liberal, look. I just don't know. And I know.
So your man, Dara Dillon, right, gave some very good points. But to what end? Because I don't understand what he was saying, actually.
So then what make it good?
Huh?
Then what make it good?
Well, good in the sense that he was able to go there and say the same stuff that everybody is saying. I don't see anything different that they don't say. Because if I was given the opportunity to ask him questions, my question would be, what is due process?
The little bit Amara wrote to as well?
Yeah, I enjoy Amara piece.
This is interesting. This old man, he behaving like Gaddafi when the Green Revolution took place. That's exactly what he's doing because all of his allies, he has managed to alienate and ostracize all of his allies. I mean, this is
because the man, he's not member of the legislature.
Yeah, but
the man is not involved.
I'm just talking about in politics, you have to protect your base. I'll come and tell you want to talk. You have to protect your base and always keep what we call political essential in place. That is those people who are being there. When you see Dara Dillon, then all speaking of that, they're like, wait a minute. You know what? You're not even going to go for second round. Some of us still get age in our favor. We're not going to marry him and they cannot go down the slope.
Second round?
What?
You going to go second round?
I'm the president before I go second round.
Some of us. Who make you us?
I'll talk about your uncle. I said, hear me well. I said, Dara Dillon then been very strategic and been well political to say, wait a minute. In as much as support this old man here, this old man might most likely not go to seek re-election, but we can say from all indication, age is in favor of Dara Dillon that he can seek re-election as compared to Joseph Boyka. So when Joseph Boyka is going down the slope, Dara Dillon will want to protect his side to that, you know what?
This is where you're wrong. This is where you're wrong. The little clip, you're wrong, very wrong, very, very wrong. The little clip that you play here, Dara Dillon is not seeking to extricate himself from the president of the Republic of Liberia or whatever relationship he had. That's not what he's doing. He's simply being truthful and saying what the Constitution states. No,
That's what I'm
that's not what you
saying.
say. What that have to do with the president? The Constitution
A
was written
lot
not
to
by
do
the
with the
president,
president.
and the president has not violated any part of the Constitution. So
Oh,
why now you want to bring his name into this thing?
we are, we
He
are,
has nothing to do with it.
we are seeing this. All of these things are being mastered. Without the
You
executive, these things
because
cannot
you
achieve.
people, this is what you people do. You're very good at this here. Try to speculate, and speculation cannot carry you anywhere. You have to be factual. You can't come on this huge platform
Let's
and
listen
speculate.
to this.
Don't cause the darkness, turn the light on. We hear a lot of criticism from people, but don't mind them. They don't live here. We live here. We know what we want for our people. When you are walking a long distance and you have a lot of dogs barking at you, if you stop to throw a rock at each dog, you will not reach. Just move on, move on. Our job is to move on to build our country, make it better for our people, give them good drinking water, good roads, electricity, quality education for their children, good environment. That's the purpose. That's what it is stood up to elected for. And this is what we are committed to do.
So, just why you keep leaving the screen? You need to come back here.
I'm running the show. Put yourself back on outside. I'm running the show. Mr. Soul,
Why
Mr. Soul, Mr. Soul, the clip you just played, let me be the first to address that. Now, once again, I blame the handler. President Walker, Mr. Soul, let me speak. The liberal is on the floor. I am not on the witness stand. I blame the handler. President Walker is not a baby. President Walker bends around. He knows. Now, that particular statement, why it is not directly directed towards Liberians, it is demeaning in its connotation. It is demeaning. Mr. So let me talk. Let me finish my statement. Let me finish. Who the other late comer coming? Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, another coming. Well, you're bringing on. Bring him on. Where is he? Bring him on. There we go. They coming to speak heavy Siri here tonight. He say from the vacant. That one part will pack it quick. We'll pack it. But let me just say this, Mr. Thank you very much, Molo. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it, sir. But let me just say this here.
Yeah, good evening, guys.
Thank you. Let me just say this, Mr. So. Why the statement itself is true. Now, the way he lay it out, I coming from Liberia, born in the village of Town, that was completely out of whack. Now, I'll give you an example. When I used to travel with my grandma, when we leave Town to go to Basobli in Ivory Coast, we go through Keye, or we go through any of these small towns. As you go into Ozret town, as you going through it, when you hit the town at the edge of the town, the dogs in the town will start barking, woo, 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 woo. And my grandma will say, just walk, the dog will not bite you. Mr. So let me finish. But grandma will say, just walk. Don't look. Let's keep going. And from that perspective, the president was speaking. Now, should he have said dog? Why couldn't he have come out with a language to say, don't listen to the noise in the market? He has said that so many times. He has used that analogy so many times. Why dog now? Because of the people.
Who people?
The people that are working with him. They should have been able to know. They should have been able to look at his statement and say, Mr. President, take this one out. But because they are sycophant and because they are rascal, not my word, his word, they are unable to protect this president. And this is why we have people all over the place there making big deal out of this. Nothing here. But on the other hand, if I was advising the president, that would not have been in there. And I feel bad for that. But this is not a statement that meant to degrade Liberians. The president He's the president of the Republic of Liberia. He was duly elected by the Liberian people, and he will not. I know that for a fact, to stand in public and try to degrade the Liberian people that he represents. This is not his style. This is not who he is. This is not what President Baka is about. President Baka is about lifting. You heard what he said when you were running the country, when you were running campaign. He said, let's build Liberia together. He said there is no West Liberia, there is no East Liberia, there is no Lower Liberia, there is no Grand. We're all Liberia. And now, when he get the position, you expect him to come and call people dog, and that's why you people want to run out of this. It's not acceptable. This is not the president, and we'll defend it all throughout, Mr. Soul.
Okay, look, Momo, good to have you here. Hopefully you are not initiated by one of the ridiculous guy on this network and you're hearing exactly this is who he is. He's one of the bad apples on this network here. But there, as the saying goes, there's no bad bush for a child. So we'll continue here, we'll hold him here so that he will on a daily basis to expose himself, how dishonest he is. You can drink water because you need that water because you're getting dehydrated now. Look, you said it right. He's an old man. This man is a man we should see as a reservoir of wisdom. How many times the old man will continue to be saying things outside there, and then you come here, you want to say handler. Are you kidding me? So they just throw things at him, and he doesn't. This is the same man who said, "God, I'm making all new man." If it doesn't win Liberia, there will no beat. I mean, he continued consistently. You should be ashamed of yourself because you are one of those who put in that basket of this deplorable that we don't live there. So, but meanwhile, in the next couple of days, this is a home time, or the ocean state of Rhode Island. You know that the Johnny and all of those people. Why would he say those? Why would he say that kind of? Why would he say that? And you want to kind of do the fixer here to be the Michael Cohen for the president, that when you're working, Egu, you didn't call my town name because all the town name you call Egu that you did not call my town name because that it never happens. That's not what dog barks for. But I know you want to fix it up, and that's why you kept consistently leaving the screen here. But I brought you by forcefully because you were ashamed.
I was leaving the screen because I had to get something that is on the table, and I didn't want to show disrespect to the audience by bending my head. That's all. Nothing else.
Man, start like you do, yeah, man. You see old people that tell us how embarrassed about you here today. You know Momo said now is so embarrassed.
I doubt it, but I'm not here for kumbaya. I'm here to be truthful to the president.
I think the president, he needs to step up to the task. When you are a president, you are a father of all. What we're seeing happening now, before I give it to the other guys, is just on the contrary of his argument that he doesn't want yellow, blue, green Liberia. What he wants now, he wants divided Liberia, and that his.
You see, this is why when you make that kind of statement, then I jump out of my chair. Why will you say the president who gave you an agenda that is restricted to build, rebuild, and strengthen Liberia and Liberians, and now you're going to come here that he's divisive? This president who served for 40 some more years, and you said this president.
You see, these are the people are a problem for President Boyka. This is one of them here. This is one of your disciples here, Clarence David. You see, it's Terry Momo, take it away. I mean,
good evening. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. It's such healthy conversation. You know, I mean, yeah, I was on social media today trying to walk a lot of those statements, well, so let me jump right into it. So like one of the comments made by His Excellency Joseph Nima Boyka, in which he said that don't mind them and nobody lives here. Sometimes, we're all leaders, man. We're not, we are far from being perfect. Sometimes in leadership, we err, we sometimes misspeak, right? For me, in my own opinion, when he said, don't mind that they don't live here, I think he misspoke. But we all know. Just as Nima Boyka set up the office of the diaspora office, right? To link people from outside to that of what's going on in the country to get us involved in the progress of the nation. So, when I see people trying to use that to sort of create propaganda, I mean, you obviously going to see that because opposition are looking for the little things the little things to to capitalize on these things, and sort of just spread some narrative and just go wild with it. But I think the president needs, well, when it comes to engaging the diaspora, when it comes to getting the diaspora involved with our arrest agenda. He wants us to be involved with it. That's why he set up that office, the diaspora office. So one may criticize, yes, opposition is always going to look for little talking point. Once you make a mistake, you slip. They capitalize on that. Almost like you are in a contest with somebody. You take advantage of.
It is my job, Mamulo, on this platform. If they try to put legs and pins on something that shouldn't have no legs and pins, it's for me to expose them. That's my job.
And that's why we are here. We are rescuers. We are rescuers, and we want to make. We want to let the nation know and understand that. Look, in our pursuit to give the Liberian people, a better life, we were along the way.
Rescuers number 3A. Rescuer number 3A. Thank you for joining us, Mamulo.
A rescuer?
Yes, he said.
We are. That's what I'm saying. Look, this is my government. This is my baby. We birthed this baby. So we ought to take care of this baby, regardless of whether the baby, goes sway somehow, somewhere. We will kind of like shopping. We're gonna ensure that once the leader. He misspoke.
We'll have a conversation. Let's engage here. This is LPR. You try to be in two places at the same time, and this is being really politically correct. I see why Gabriel and Terry, they are all happy and joy because they have added another layer to their tabata, and that's what I see going to be happening on this network. But welcome, this is LPR. That's a statement. You see, your brother, they're not baby, your bro, Ome. So don't say baby. I know you're speaking in a special context, okay? But that statement, but I like the idea of you alluding to the fact that the president misspoke, right? Which is good. It's a national, it's a patriotic statement. Unlike, I've not heard from Terry, but the Liberal, you heard from the Liberal. The Liberal is trying to twist a curve here and there and saying the handler of the president, and he's removing the president from the crime scene. That is troubling for me because if he does that, that simply suggests to me he's been very dishonest. And no one is infallible. People may, but how long can we go with this president always? Oh, he misspoke. Oh, he to say this. He meant to say this. Why all of this interpretation with this man with this sort of vice experience y'all will keep giving us here, man? Come on.
Is that Terry you talking to, or you talking to me? Or you want me to still continue?
All of y'all, not some of y'all. That all of y'all are talking to right now. Two people here.
That's some of y'all. All of y'all. Okay.
No,
plenty.
No, regardless of the country is somewhat polarized to the extent where everyone is looking for something to talk about, especially the opposition community. They are looking for something to run with, and which is understandable. They don't want to be seen as weak opposition. They want to be seen as people who are giving their voice, they're giving their opinion. They want to be looked at as strong, because what is currently going on in the country when it comes to the level of development that's going on in the country, it sort of defeat. If we just go down that trajectory, they are done. So now they're trying to find some talking point that anything they find on the floor, they're going to grab it and run with it. But like I said, I'm sure, Kula Fofana, who is the spokesperson for the president and the Ministry of Information, will come in, and clarify some of these comments. Like every one of us on this panel, we are not, we are not far from making mistakes. We all can make mistakes. We all will make mistakes. Even after this, in our next dealings and stuff, we're going to make mistakes. It's just that what is patriotic about a human being is once you make a mistake, you own up to that mistake and apologize and move on. That's what
he already did that. Let me go.
Yeah,
Let me
that's what
bring it
we are doing. So we
Thank
should
you.
go past that and let's focus on
We're gonna
the main
pass
issue here.
it. We will force them to pass it.
Yeah, let's
Terry,
go
thank
past
you
that.
for that.
That's just a mere comment. You see the work he's doing is to elevate like Liberians. He's giving us better roads. He's giving us, electricity. He's giving us pipe-borne water. These are things that give all Liberians quality of life. This man is not someone who is trying who
Yeah,
tries to
you're not
subdue our
buying
people.
$500
He's
shoes.
giving them the
You're
best
not,
of
you're not
life.
going to
And you
go
see it
watch
around.
football game. You're not going to go
Renewable
watch football
energy,
game
store
over
of gold,
in
yes.
Europe. Let me
So
bring
we
in
are doing
Terry.
good.
Overlook,
The
thank you.
president, in his own wisdom, is doing well. I mean, let's see it. Compare this to the last three, whatever,
Forget
6
it.
years. I mean,
Forget it.
you're just do comparison now.
No,
Around this time, 3 years
we
time
will
within the
see
previous government, what did we see? Massive corruption. The U.S. had already sanctioned half of their officials. You're not seeing that in this government. We are seated on the Security Council at the non-permanent seat. These are positive outcomes from this government. And I know opposition may be there, they want to criticize. Yeah, it's fair enough. But be able to give us some constructive criticism and proffer some ideas that can help the nation move forward. Because once we do better, it makes it easier for the opposition. If you guys are able to come to power, then we give you guys a better country, and then you get easy to sell. But if you want us to fail, you're setting yourself up for failure, and that's not it should be. We should have a
thank you. And that's why we say they are not patriotic. But let me go to Terry. Terry, let's hear from you before we open the line.
Well, I never spoke on the president, other stuff, but the other the statement he made about the dog barking and stuff, and how people sort of misconstrue the whole thing. But anyway, go ahead, Terry.
Terry, let's hear you.
It's a spicy conversation, but it's kind of a bad for us too. We who from the UP supporting end of JMB, I think it's not a good thing to. In as much, for me, I have been supporting the president's statement most of the time, but this one was completely off, and I thought that he dropped the ball. And I think the opposition got a right to use it. You don't give the opposition red meat. It almost like how you get Koloba shot himself in the leg and he got entangled. You can't blame the president for what happened to Yeke Koloba, even though and all of that. That is the same with the president too. He himself gave the opposition red meat to chew because the statement is completely out of gear completely. So I think, and for that one, I think he need to be responsible, in my opinion, because certain statement, like for me, the cheek he gave when he came from Ethiopia was in place that things will happen, and that's it. For me, I agree with it. But this particular one, was too heavy for us, especially we in the diaspora.
Terry, I'm going to open it. No, go ahead, finish. I'm going to open the line. And as you guys know the rule, Molu, when we open the line, you're in the flight, we can stop you and we'll just jog down your position. We'll come by after the president. Because when they call, then we'll have to stop you and hold you to a point. So let's go ahead and open the line. Terry, go ahead and finish your statement. And then the first caller can come in. Guys, you want to call? Give us a call, 916 533 2048. Samson told Labropa Radio. Give us a call.
Yeah, so I think, in my opinion, I think the president dropped the ball in this one. Quoting people say it's Winston Churchill, and I mean the idiomatic expression is attributed to Winston Churchill, but it's not quite exactly
but,
because
Terry, for me, whether it's contributed to Samson to or not, he should have known better.
Yes, I mean, that's my point.
He's not Congo man. The man that not Congo man. That countryman. You don't.
And Terry. Terry.
Hold on, Mama. The president, if you were to be among the old people in Foya, he would not talk like that. He'll be very careful on what comes out of his mouth. And this is what the same thing we're saying.
And
so let me take the caller, guys. Let me take this caller. Go ahead. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Yeah, thank you for the show. This is Regular Power.
Yeah, the man that defeated massively, he run away. He come by until today. Hold on. Let me merge this other color here, please. Brigable, just hold on. All right, go ahead, Brigable.
You got to tell you other time, I said I'll slow down Facebook small. Don't forget, I told you other time.
Okay.
To the issue. Look, you know, it's difficult to support things that is wrong. You know, nothing you say like I use nothing. The president gets 45 years in government experience. But for the day the president become president, every statement the president made is reckless and no use as a president. Let the party aside, Mr. Tago. The party aside, the opposition aside. This statement the president made. So if you get narrated and say the EML right there, they didn't know about nothing. The state will make you to be president. See, all statement make it dark thing. Even when you make a statement, the narrative, the man lay the foundation is laid on people talk about dog. So that tells you that the foundation is laid, is why you're talking about the people have been signed. So that means divide. They say to Terry. You can come past today, man. I don't know why you can get you're not getting thick skin. The man said, what I say, the brother, put in common, so many people say, I want to come away. You say no, Baga get cheap. They say Baga said no, you come on, you need it. They come back to the they say first, they use the same first. Why do you want to find? They didn't want to find somebody chase that time. They can't put someone on the dollar. Why have you done? People say that. Nobody even do nothing.
Hold on, Brigable. Let me merge the other color, please. Guys, make it brief so they please make it brief so the other people can have opportunity, please.
So the thing you're doing, Mr. Two. You put it, what are you putting bubble for you? You just said put a name bubble. You saw people the shirt says something, you put a name bubble. Good. Today, after you start this, you are fair to him. But you put a name bubble.
Thank you.
Thank you for the show.
Thank you. Let's go to Amber. Amber, you're next in line. Go ahead.
Okay, Mr. So, I hope you make it throughout the night tonight. But Terry, at least Terry got your back. Terry is very objective. That's my lot.
What's about me?
No, you're not objective. You can hear you back. You say you couldn't put both for something, but then you want to go after them. You don't be objective.
Okay.
You must pop. I like you a lot, but sometimes you gotta be too full. You know what Momo is doing? You love the pool, everything aside. Sometimes that really becomes a dog. To compare the human being to a dog. That's the best phrase you could come up with. It's so that we call you full standard English or full grammar. We're gonna check them and make them figure out, that reference you make is now. That's just a reference. I don't respect dogs, I don't favorite dogs. When you compare to that friend, what's up to dog? You got to criticize me, you don't like the criticism and the criticize me. And we can change that if you just put them and say, for me, I'm happy to say that you mean, only I never like yourself, but that's a good thing. So, all the municipality is tomatoes. But, that is very simple. But when that, one of the problems, people have system put in, we get more things at the problem there. Because tell you, you're an engineer. Before you break people's homes or you decide to break homes, you got to construct. It's not overnight, it's not 1 year. All this stuff, infrastructure they're breaking, they will not be able to build it in 6 years' time. If you build it, it will not be as durable or solid as it's supposed to be. Yeah, it comes with a lot of plans, but you never plan anything. You never relocate people, but you make people homeless. Just because you want to show strong hands to say, you get development players. We should applaud it. But that should be, you should put a lot of thought in it. Secure a place where you can get people to move to, and you destroy the building. Without moving there and you're breaking their homes or making people homeless, forcing people to go back to the rural area, and if the electricity needs to be up, right? People, how many how long it takes for the power is not stable in Liberia. So, well, my only thing is, how we got to this point to be comparing people that criticize to dog. I mean, that's my only fun. I read it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know how we got there. But thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, because so I hope you'll be able to make it through the night.
Yeah, not going nowhere. They are increased their number.
Yeah, I hope you'll come on tomorrow because we're getting ready to close. Okay, hold on, guys. Aaron, let me merge the other number and then you can come in. All right, Aaron, brother, go ahead.
Good evening, Mr. Toll.
Thank you.
Good evening to everybody on this onset tonight. So, the first thing I would say is the new guy on the show. I know he's supporting President Parker because he's from Low County, number one. He already said the plain blank. This is our government. I'm from Fuya, yada, yada, yada. The last time he called on the show. So, my question to him is this, right? He talks about development. He talks about his president opening an office of the Diaspora Association. Was it the same president who said that he got 2 years for people in America?
Hold on. Aaron, hold on 1 minute. Let me merge the other color. That will be the last one, please. I hope it goes through. Okay. All right, Aaron, go ahead. Go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah. Or am I mistaken? You know, the last time, when President we have spoke about when anybody insult the president, they will not walk the street of Monrovia. Everybody was trying to contextualize that particular statement, explaining it their own way, the way they want to explain it. But if you support this government, anything the president says, it will be something that you can put spin around. This is not the president first time making a reckless statement. The president was the same president that said in a vehicle not backing. And he forgot to know that after 12 years, he said he was living alone.
Okay.
Should we go down the list of all the reckless statements that have been made by this president? Lastly but not the least, I'm not going to talk on the executive political issue, but lastly but not the least. So, who put that dog analogy in the president's speech? Who the speech writer that put it in there? Or the president just came up with that stuff by himself? Because no speech writer will put that kind of analogy in that particular speech for the president to read it to the people. No speech writer did that. It's how President Walker speaks. From the time he has said that to power, he flew, he got everything now. So he don't need nobody. The more he's got an opportunity, now he doesn't need nobody.
Thank you.
Because people, any kind of way you want to call them, when you come on the show, you become a celebrity, Mr. To, of this endless celebrity on the show. I'm telling you.
Dishonest celebrity. Okay.
Yeah, that's the reason I will call you.
Okay.
Please, talk the truth from us. Terry speaking the truth. You guys on this show, you already told us last week when you called that if a local guy to the government that is government, what do you think he's going to say about the president? He's going to ban the president. Talking about the last year, what happened in the last year? The last year you went to Liberia? Then he showed us some pictures or proof of what is happening in Liberia today compared to the last year.
Okay.
Come on the show, the one show, because they also the big traveling stuff. Thank you, man.
Thank you. Amos, let's hear from you. Amos, then Rescue 3 can take us home. Let's hear from you, Amos.
Yeah, I know. See my number, Lloyd. What the other number, I know. It makes you.
I'm forcing you to speak. No go English now.
No. Because you know something, Brandon. One day I was thinking about the term to use. I said, "See my number alone jitters you."
Look at that. They're not the Siri. They're not the lover Siri coming away. Go ahead.
No, but seriously, I like your way of, handling politics. I don't know, I'm not met you in person, but I think you handle politics with humor. I don't think some of the things you say take them personally. But you handle politics with humor, which is good. I'm not a politician by any means, but what I want to say to you here is that Mr. Toll, Mr. So has to take over the level, the gamble. Could you imagine? You say Mr. So in attack? Something Bronto. If I name tonight, man, I think something is going to happen between the Papa and the Junior brother. So you're not supposed to do that. But anyway, on a serious note, great show. But please, Mr. Samson Brown too. When the president does something wrong, I mean, don't blame other people for what he does. He's the president of the Republic of Liberia. I mean, man, yeah, please. Say sorry to the Liberian people now. Can you?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
No, that's not what he asked.
No. Emma can't ask me on a question like that. I'm a liberal. Thank you, Emma. We appreciate it. Let me go on to Rescue 2. Rescue 3. Thank you for joining us. Take us home tonight, and let's get this show going closer. Go ahead. Let's hear from you, Rescue 3.
Another ridiculous man.
The talk show.
Thank you.
Low.
Thank God that our president is not calling the Nigerian enemy of the state.
Wow.
Because those days, when the former president made our statement, he sees sedition that come here today to say that the president said something that is not correct. They were there defending it. And the fact that the matter here, Mr. Toll, you listen to the president's statement the other day. He said, as we try to build road, and people are saying that the road will eat, we bring in Europe machine and say that Europe machine will eat. They are not destroying us. So the president is not talking to those faithful Nigerians. He is talking to those dishonest, dishonest Nigerians who are not appreciating the idea that the president is directing in the country or the development that is ongoing. But on the statement of the God, so in Nigeria, when they snap by you, we see lazy, that means you talk about the snake in the lazy. The president did not call the Nigeria at all. On the issue of the diaspora or Nigeria getting it, the statement that was made, and people are saying that the statement was made against the entire Nigerian and the diaspora. They're not everybody that in the diaspora that support the agenda of the government. Let's say the truth. There are other people who wishing for the government to fail so they can come back to power. So when the president said that don't mind that doesn't mean that he's talking to the entire Nigerian and the diaspora. He's talking to those who are not in support of the development that going on in the country. But in short, you said something to Nelson Terry asked about Mama Bridge. Mama Bridge had a conference today, and she said if any time the document comes before, she will sign it 100 times. And you can based upon it, you can say that she will dress a woman in a manner that she would never forget about it on Sunday. So the Nigeria something we shouldn't put our hair that what's something that happened that will come on with a negative part. There are a lot of good things that happen. The person that makes for we understand your many times we say go on wrong, we come back to say but not the citizens who are in the power when John Weir says something again and they go and start there paku. This is not paku government. This is a legitimate government, this is a serious government, and we will stay by the government. The God is not getting new name. So as I said, what is the God? So you want God created COA is making 8 seconds. Now fucking our beach is taking
It's unbelievable.
No, God making new land. God making new land. Grant you that. Looking at me taking our land. Okay. Rescue 3. Thank you. You'll be the last caller of the night.
This is so sad. Unbelievable.
I love this guy. Okay, all right. Let's go. Let's go to you guys. Let's close it. Momolu, you came last. Let's hear from you. Give us your closing
Yeah.
because I want
You
out of
mean?
here.
Yeah.
Like,
So I listened to the concerns of the callers. Some are so you could tell that from the calls that came in, we can definitely tell how split in the middle that the country is so divided. But well, so I just want to let us all calm down a little bit. It's not the end of the world, right? There are a lot of good things going on in the country that we should begin to focus on rather than pay full attention to the comment the president made. Yeah, some of the comments he made, and I said, a lot of people were like trying to attack me on why am I defending the president. I came on this show and I clearly told you guys that I support this president. That was a full disclosure. I never came like to sort of hide behind anything. I'm proud of this government. You know, all of what that we're doing will not be perfect. As sometimes along the way we're going to fall short, and some of the comments made by the president is regrettable. And then, as a rescuer, we are here to walk it back. To sort of let you guys know that he's not infallible. He's liable. He will make a mistake. They might not be the last mistake that he's made. But guess what? We are always going to be there to ensure that the president, what comes out of his mouth, because he has the biggest pulpit in the country. So he has to be very careful, very measured on what he says, because we have a gullible society, and a lot of people would just take things literally and just put it out there. With regards to the statement the president made about dog barking, wasn't comparing. He was speaking figuratively, right? He didn't mean that his citizens were actually dogs and stuff. He was referring to the fact that once you are moving, with your developmental agenda and doing work for the country, you meet up with a lot of distraction. That dog barking was immediately attributed to distraction. He said, don't pay attention to the noise. Why? Focus on the prize, focus on the objective, do what you need to do to make the Liberian people happy, to make their lives better. So, and also the president, I urge him not to make any comment that we further divide the country. He's the president of the entire republic, right? Whether you voted for him or not, he's your president. I urge him not to make a statement that will sort of further divide us. We should rather try to put us together, because once we're all together, our nation would tend to we tend to have some level of progress. We should not, we can have our own political differences, but him being the president should be very measured in what he says to once he mount the podium. But again, like I said, very good show. And we all see the development. The yellow machine is coming up. The final batch of the yellow machine should be showing up in Sierra Leone. The country is going to open up. Let us focus on that, because our country is poised to develop. As the common saying from the Chinese, the road to development starts with the development of roads. So let us focus on that huge prize that our country is about to open up, and development is all over the place. You have renewable energy in Lofa, in the southeast. They are connecting electricity for our people in all the villages and stuff. Bridges have been built. The overhead pass, the east and west overhead pass, is currently being built. There are a lot of things that we begin to celebrate about, rather than be so bitter. I know opposition will always be bitter, but guess what? This is our country. Whether you are opposition or in position or UPS, this country belongs to all of us, and we must all endeavor to promote our nation rather than bring it down. Thank you so much, and I'll look forward to always be on this show, to defend my government. It is my government. I'm not going to shy away. When we make mistake, we will come up here and apologize on behalf of our president.
Yeah. We don't do that yet. We don't apologize nothing.
No, we're not apologizing in a way where you see my comment. It's not like we're sorry. We're saying that
people you apologize to them, they think it's different.
No, the president misspoke. Everyone will misspeak somehow. The president, the president is not a it's not like the Holy Bible. He won't make mistakes, so we good.
Okay, I beg you, man. Not apologize anything to anybody. Let me hear from you. We'll talk about, thank you for joining us. What's your statement? You got 2 seconds.
Sorry for coming in so late at the end of the show. And
1 second.
No, no, look, the liberal. We got a sensitive issue on the floor. They give me 1 second to speak.
All right, let's hear from you. One
Thank you
minute,
very
please.
much. Liberal,
Yeah.
your president that you support, and I'm surprised. I would like to say hi to the new panelists on the show here. I think this is Mr. Tule, right? Yeah, and I would like to say hi to the CEO and Terry and the rest of the folks watching and listening. Mr. Tool, this is if you all cannot frown at what this old man said, you cannot frown at it. And I hear our new panelists talking, and, massaging it and putting salad dressing on it in the words of our CEO and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it must be a shame on behalf of our diaspora. The fact that this old man got no respect for the people that control our economy. If Liberians abroad do not remit money to Liberia, our economy will collapse. If Liberian abroad do not or promote some form of integrity in Liberia, things gonna fall apart. For this old man, this is not his first time. This old man came here and told us. I mean, in one of his utterances back home, he said, "Your man not sit down. Your man not get probably get in account that brother account to do. Your man be sitting in America and doing nothing." He said it to us like we in America here. We are doing nothing. We are achieving anything. We are not achieving anything. All right. And then he comes back again and made a statement connecting it to dog, and people say a figurative. Why he couldn't say don't mind the noise in the market? Why he couldn't say that? Why he couldn't say my people, Lord, there will be distraction along the road? Why he gotta put it dog? Because he is angry. He's frustrated. He's not getting anything done, and everybody bashing him and showing him how inept he is. You understand how divisive he is,
There we go.
and this
There we go.
yo,
There
Mister
we go.
Mister, look, it's something. When I heard that statement, I felt so bad
There we
for
go.
a 80-some-year-old grandfather
Mhm.
who was sitting down. All right, life was. I mean, life was gone for him. Like he gave up on life. Somebody resuscitated this old man and put him in the political limelight again. All right, the old man was nothing, begging, coming to America, begging Liberians in America for handout. This the old man today that's sitting now in the seat of power and
Thank
looking
you.
down on
Thank,
Liberians in America. He
thank
must
you.
be ashamed, old man, and
Thank
must be
you. Thank
his
you. Thank
great grandchildren will be ashamed of him because history will
Thank,
judge him
thank you, Walter
unkindly.
Carter. Thank you,
Thank you.
Walter Carter. We flock you anyhow. And I don't care what you do, where you go up and come down. We
Mr.
massively
Tom, we
flock
know
you.
people
Oh,
like you're the
talking,
liberal.
the
You
liberal
got
is talking.
no
I'm gonna
remorse.
mute you. I'm gonna mute
Yeah,
you. I'm gonna mute you.
listen, liberal, I'm
Uh,
not gonna give
no,
you
I'm gonna
kumbaya.
mute you. I'm gonna mute you.
I'm not giving
Terry,
you kumbaya.
thank you, Walter Carter. Thank you, Walter. You myself, we got no French here tonight. Thank you very
I
much.
agree. That's why I'm giving you no kumbaya.
Okay, okay, Walter Carter. I'm not even calling your
I
name
just
again.
tell it Reverend to talk. If I say go, why on him?
You from you know where you from Up River. You from Up River, you know Goa?
That
Look
the
at Goa,
Reverend,
what any Congo settlement?
the,
May I
the
beg you,
Reverend,
man.
the
Terry,
Reverend know
let's
that. And the Reverend, if fellow Reverend like bro, you can say go on people.
Terry, let's hear from you. Thank you, Walton. Terry, let's
And you
hear
see
from
what
you.
I want to tell you about sedition, how they can jump from one place to another.
I tell you, I tell you.
They don't have a target. They're not strategic and they're not sophisticated enough to discuss the issue and tackle the matter. That's why
No,
United
man,
Party continue to drag them
yeah,
all over the
my
place.
phone, my phone, Avo, you're not coming back. My-
But how are the people dragging them? You go cut and paste Stanton Waterspoon exact statement to bring it here. Then it
yeah,
become Tabata.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
now I will
Who's
begin to
standing with us, Paul?
move
Walter Carter,
against,
please.
I
you
know you
My,
know,
have the
my,
what,
mandatory team. You
what
were
I
talking
do
about
want
it
to
too.
do
go
now,
ahead,
I will
Terry.
have to do it.
Go ahead.
Because the dimension I wanted to take now, Keto have took me off balance.
Yeah, but stay in that area. Don't listen to
Yeah,
them.
that,
They know you know
that,
who they are.
yeah, seriously. They kind of thing. But here's the thing, Deborah. Yeah. The president response to critics in the diaspora was not well received. Some of those critics have supported the president in 2023 with their resources, you know. So, the timing was inappropriate. particularly given the criticism directed at the removal of Honorable Yeke Koluba, the president tune appear harsh and condescending towards critics in the diaspora. A more appropriate diplomatic approach would have been, appropriate. I believe he could have said diplomatically, he could have used a different idiomatic expression than the one he used. But we still believe that the president is going to do well. We still believe that is, the age of the president, he will normally use those parables, especially looking at where he come from, or Lofa County, and looking at his age. Most of the time, if you listen to President Boca, he used those idiomatic expression. Most of the time. Why? Because that expression administered to his caliber, to his tradition, to his traditional people of that class. In the interior, most of the jargon among those elders are idiomatic expression. They use that to settle the matter, to bring a convincing reality to their listeners. So you always see them using a parable at the conclusion of their statement to bring ease to those who listen. Because in the interior, the idiomatic expression is the final statement of the elders. Once they put in that parable there, the whole they conclude the matter. The people believe them when they say something. So I think that was where he was going. But I think the way he expressed it, especially this particular time, I don't think the diaspora received that from a good perspective. And I thought that was it. That was it. But these sedition people then, former president, we asked two in the chair, he said, that border, I will post slightly more. And he was speaking to Henry Costa. Keta did not condemn that, So I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing us to reality once again. This is the same president that told us, y'all want to steal, y'all want to leave something for my people to enjoy. Because he talks, and nobody trying to make excuses. My only thing that I have is those that are around it. The same way they took the old man one time, they took him to that chicken wire, calling it hospital, with no paint on the wall, and you're going to take my president to go give a speech on that side. Those are things that I look at. But let's hear from you, CEO. Let's hear from you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Make it brief. You got 1 second, please.
Oh, yeah.
CEO, I'm running a show. You got 1 second.
So, look, Momo, good to have you here. I think you're going to be...
By the end of the week, when I come on Thursday, you want to join me on Thursday, fix your mic. The mic is bad.
Yeah. That will happen when you have a so-called board does not support the administration. But the one good thing, then
we're paying you the highest pay. You're the highest paid host on this show. Yeah. Why you want to blame the boy again?
You are the one that person my mind. Let me just make my closing point here. Look, Momo, it would be good to have you here. I think it will be quite fascinating here because...
Yeah, welcome, my brother, Momo.
I see the strategy being deployed by the Liberal here to rescue with the hope to think that they're going to silence us. That's not going to happen. But it is sad to see that every other day, you guys are the talking head to be fixing behind this old man. That shouldn't be. This is not what we anticipated. This is not what we expected. This is not that actually reflect and represent the 40 or 45 years of leadership. I see a big gap in this leadership. The characteristics, the qualities that come with the leadership, they are all been proven, all been dashed on the floor by this old man. And you guys come here every other day to be doing the damage control. It's not healthy. Where is the empathy? Where is the passion? Where is the communication? Where is the vision? Where is the strategy? A statement a leader speaks last. When he speaks, people take in breath and say, yes, there's a day tomorrow. Where is it? I think Terry did a humble thing here tonight. The liberal, every night you continues to prove yourself as a disaster on this network because of your this sort of blind support. It's not good. I want my country to succeed. I want the president to succeed. So when the president is not taking charge, when the president is not leading, I am not going to shift the goalposts. I am not going to be the one. Can you look in the eyes of the camera, please? I am not going to shift the game. I am not going to be the one to be saying, oh, the handler, the people around the president. Who brought these people? He brought them. He brought them with the hope to help. So if they are not helping, he has the power, he has the authority to reshuffle, to dismiss. Those were the things that we called on George Weah to do yesterday. And you were blowing this trumpet here. So why this trumpet battery is dying so soon? Why?
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. So.
Why are you pushing me off?
Mr. So, this is the show. We're not going to have your salad dressing here to go on and on and on and on. And we say thank you. It means thank you. We appreciate your effort here tonight. But let me just say that.
Do you Momo? Do you like what he's doing to me?
Of course. I'm running my show. I'm running the show the way I run my show. I'm the board chair anyhow.
1 second, I'm just asking.
No. There's no. This is not a show where the panelists are on the witness stand. That nobody is. We're not in a courthouse, Mr. So. Thank you very much. Let me just say this. Yeah, you can come on Wednesday tomorrow night. We are gonna join you, and you better be nice to us because if not, you know the rules. But anyway, let me say this on a very serious note. I want to say this. Mo, thank you very much. It's too late for joining us. We appreciate it. We hope that you'll be regular here because your voice is also important in the discussion of our country. We most of the time, yeah, we might agree on many things, but sometimes we will not agree on all things mostly. So I hope that you'll be prepared and ready because callers will call you out according to them and try to disagree with you vehemently, but they don't mean harm. No, nobody insult anyone, even the callers when they call. Those who try to use words that are not becoming of LP out of character or what have you, we try to warn them. If they continue, they will be sanctioned, expelled. Let's put it this way, on my rule. Yeah, I say so. So,
oh, not the house's ruin.
On my rule.
This host is a disaster like his president. A disaster.
There's a majority black. But
we're still here.
We woke this edition up quick.
Exactly. Let me say this. I want to thank all of you again tonight. Wonderful show. But let's do this here. Mr. Soul, you always come out here and try to say that some of us, specifically me, try to excuse the president, whatever that he has done wrong. I will be very honest with you. I am not trying to excuse the president. The president is quite aware that the buck stopped with him. My issue is this. When I believe strongly that when the president out of 5-point-something millions Liberians and the president of the Republic of Liberia who was duly elected, he didn't come to the position through the back door. When he asked you to say, come and join me and do X, Y, and Z, it is your duty. If you do not have the ability to be truthful with the president, it is your duty to be truthful, to say, this is not my area. I can help you in this other area. And if the president says, well, that area is occupied, then excuse yourself. But you take position when you know you are not capable of producing one thing. And so, the president, I mean, this is not something new. This is a president of the Republic of Liberia. Now, I don't know the in and out of his speech writing or whatever it is. I don't know who they're viewing the president's speech that he's going to make in public. But they should also, and I will read that here very shortly, they should also understand that Monrovia is not Liberia, that we do have culture, despite the effort of our brothers and sisters to erode our culture. We still have that. And there are certain language that when you are talking to Liberian, whether being secret or whatever, you don't put out. And that's why the stuff for people like Yeka Kaluba and like of Prophet Key, there was many Liberian. Yeah, we watched them, but not many Liberian will go on and try to repeat or try to emulate whatever behavior because people don't feel that that is Liberia. Now, my point here, Mr. So, before I close on this matter, I'm not trying to excuse the president, but those who are responsible must do their job. Was that speech reviewed? In what context? And if it is reviewed, why will you allow the president to put that kinds of word in there to say when you get in a town a dog? A dog? That's not Liberia. That's not Liberian. That was unacceptable. And we said that. But I'm not going to say that the president, yeah, he must have said it, and he's going to be held responsible. But I'm also going to be truthful to say those who are the handler, the president have a handler. You go to Monrovia, the president leave from Riyadh. He will not see ground again until he get to the executive mansion. He will not see human being again unless the people in the car until you get to the executive mansion. Because people are there handling the way he moves around. And that's my point. With that, I will now go on to Mr. Soul. You got nothing
Libra, your
else.
point is wasted point.
Let me
Wasted
read
point,
this.
Libra.
Let me read this. And this is coming from the book written by William Nyanu. It's called Mitigating the Legacy of a Mismanaged Vision, the Case of Liberia. So this is something about the country and the Congo people business. Biking, this is the found. He said here. William Nyanu is saying, founder vision of the indigenous population. Okay, the greatest challenge for Liberia founders and early leaders was determining the place of the indigenous population in the country they were building. The founding vision answer to the question was simple and straightforward. The indigenous people were the founder brethren with whom they were reuniting and whom they were to elevate by civilizing and criticizing them. President Joseph Jenkins Raba reminded the Liberian legislature in 1850 of this founding vision. He says, "Gentlemen," President Raba speaking, "these people sustain a particular relation to us and must be civilized, and the work is on us." Jenkins is telling his people, "They are not only of the same nature and of one blood with ourselves, but they are our brethren, our fellow citizens, and of the same race, and must be raised to a condition to partake with us in the blessing we enjoy, to participate with us in all affairs of the government, and to be in all respect on an equal footing with other citizens of this republic." This was 1850, before the two-way party came over. So the reason of me reading this here, I've been saying it. The reason of me reading, I will do that from time to time. The reason of me reading, and I'm thanking William Nyandu for bringing these things up. These are difficult subject matter to discuss. We know what happened in 1980. Our brothers and sisters were killed. We know what happened. So it's nothing easy to talk about. But in order to have these conferences, you can't move Liberia forward and talk about reconciling if you cannot go back and bring these things up. Look at Joseph and Robert back in the days, telling his brothers and sisters, we can't leave this population behind. They are large in numbers. If we leave them behind, there will be time that we might not be able to handle the way things are. With that, I would say thank you very much. It's a wonderful, wonderful show. Samson Tola, Mr. Soul, Terry Collins, and Mr. Tooley. Thank you guys very much. Walter Carter, thank you as well. Bring your sedition self tomorrow again. I know tomorrow that they
But
will have field day. They will have field day. They will have
yes,
Dr. Mali, everybody
it will be an
on the subject.
intellectual forum,
What
a very true
intellectual?
intellectual forum,
Tabata forum you talking about?
very true intellectual
Y'all
forum.
come tomorrow again. Start calling
So
yourself
you think,
independent.
so Mama Bridge stay on your side?
Very true
Yeah.
intellectual forum. I'm not on the witness stand.
Yo, Baba, man. Oh, God.
Thank you, to it. Thank you, guys. Yep. Good night. All right, we'll talk about the good night.
Good night, bro.
Mr. Soul, good night as well. Again, folks, Samson told Bro Pablo, I want to thank all of you again tonight. It's a wonderful, wonderful show. We'll be back here Thursday. Tomorrow, let's join Mr. Soul Show where we'll be able to be allowed, and we must be allowed, to effectively express ourselves, our disagreement, vehemently disagreeing with those conservative ideas that they want to put forward tomorrow, disguising those conservative ideas as independent man folk. We will deal with them. Samson told Labron Pablo, I will say good night to all of you. It's been a wonderful, wonderful thing. Mr. George, thank you very much. Breakable, of course, Cooper, Madam Clark, of course, George, again, thank you, guys. We really, really appreciate you guys coming in. Whatever little slide, thank you for whatever little writing you have done here tonight. It's wonderful to have you. We thank you all of you. It's always nice to have you here because of you. We come out here every day, even when we're tired, we still come out and we'll do the best to make sure that we discuss all things Liberia. You might not agree with us, and we don't even agree with you either. But the fact that we give each other the opportunity to express ourselves freely about our country, it's a wonderful thing to have. Thank you. Let's continue. Let's pray for one another. Good night, folks. This is Samson Joe. So, Robert, introduce me to this group here. Who am I? What do I do here?
This is Samson Joe. He's the lead designer on this bridge replacement project. He's one of the most accomplished engineers in the entire office. So when there is a project that has a level of complexity, guess who they come to? Mr. Toe, the voice of Hotel. So with some respect to his name. He knows what he's doing.
Thank you.
Okay, as you can see here, I'm a beginner impacting. Don't just make big mark. See how it's working like this here? And that's small work. That's what we do. We talk, but we do as well. The beginner, see your beginner. Okay? Okay, the sweat is the body. It's my country. So we're doing it to be able to help. Whatever we can do to help. It's not about the money. It's about what we can do to improve the lives of our brothers and sisters. This is the city of beginner. And they put it in the sidewalk. Yes, I'm going to tell you. They put it in the sidewalk. And I'm going to be the one to put it in the sidewalk. If I all do it. So, thank you.